Well, what am I today?
You're a pilgrim.
What am I?
A pilgrim.
That's right, because I'm on a pilgrimage. I'm on the Old Stones Way in the Peak District. I've just dropped off Higator, which you can see in the background, and now I'm walking up Carl's Walk. And Carl's Walk is a bit of an enigma because nobody really knows exactly what it was used for. So this will be the western wall that was built. Now, most people believe that it was an Iron Age hill fort, and it's just an absolutely beautiful morning, and I'm on a birthday pilgrimage. I'm a pilgrim today. I'm a pilgrim. Hey up, Storm. So the full route of the pilgrimage should be about 38 miles, running from Carl's Walk to Mininglow Hill, basically running south through the Peak District. I don't feel like I've got the energy for all those 38 miles. So I've just dropped down off of Carl's Walk, and what an absolute fabulous way to start a pilgrimage. Now, if people are right about this place, then it could be an Iron Age hill fort, which means anywhere between 600 to 1200 BC this was built. So all the fortifications around the cliff edges and that western wall. So by my maths, that's about 3,000 years old. And I just love that we don't really know what the settlement or the fort was used for. And to start a journey today and in celebration of my birthday, this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted today, instead of just to run and not take my surroundings in. I really wanted to engage with what's here. I've been here before, and yet I've never really noticed it in this way. And it's bigger than what I remember as well. It's 200 meters long and 60 meters wide, and I've just scrambled over that and not given it a second thought, and just to stop just for a second. So now it's time for me to get off Heversage Moor. But what an absolute perfect start to any pilgrimage. Okay, so I've made it to the first holy waypoint on this pilgrimage, which is St Helens Church in Grindle Furred. Now, this was built after an increase in population in 1910 by Sutton and Gregory. The land itself was donated by the Maynard family, which donated 1.5 acres for this church to be built. They built it less than a year, and the stone was sourced from Stoke Quarry. So I find it quite interesting that this church was built 16 years after the Totley Tunnel was finished and developed, which Grindle Furred station actually is at the start or the end, depending on how you look at it, of that Totley Tunnel. So this connected Grindle Furred with the outskirts of Sheffield. So one of my favourite parts of trail is definitely woodland and rivers. I've just done a really nice section along the River Derwent in a wooded area, and even going through the Longshore estate as well. Just absolutely fabulous. So just wanted to make a note to self in this area, woods and rivers combined. Absolutely incredible. Really enjoying this route as I now nearly get to Carver. Alright, so I've made it to waypoint 2, which is All Saints Church in Kerber, which serves Kerber and Carver and Froggatt. Before this church was here, those churchgoers had to make the 2-mile journey to Baslow, so they're probably quite pleased this is here now. And in fact, sometimes they didn't bother to make the journey to Baslow. They actually used a loft space above a cotton mill in Carver. Now, it's a great church, built in 1868, but it's not the church I love, it's the land it lies on, because of Charles Manners, who was the 6th Duke of Rutland, donated this land for the church. Now, Charles Manners never married, but he had 1 or 2 crushes on married women, and one such lady was a Lady Miles. Now, when Charles Manners died, he left his 120-foot yacht in his will to Lady Miles, which I would imagine infuriated Sir Philip Miles, her husband. But better than that, he was said to have scandalised society by doing so. Now, if I ever own a 120-foot yacht and I'm to die, I would love to give it to somebody so people could say I scandalised society. Charles Manners, a legend in my view. I love it. So I've arrived at my third and final waypoint, St Anne's Church in Bognor, and this church was built in the 13th century, and man, you can tell that this is an old church. It was renewed and restored in 1852 and again in 1894, but this is a beast. And its location just by, I believe that would be the River Derwent, just an amazing place. So I'm happy to have found it. Haven't got lost today, which makes a change. I think out of the three, this was my favourite church, and I've really enjoyed just doing something different rather than just running. To be honest, I've enjoyed this so much, I have forgot to run. Say hello, Laurel.
Hello.
Where are we?
We're in Baslow.
In Baslow. So, Bubble and Baslow, pretty much together, aren't they? 10 miles. Really enjoyed the pilgrimage. I know it's not really a pilgrimage, 10 miles, but there's about 30 more miles to go on this, which I'll come and do another day. I need to recce all this route and then come back one day and do kind of the whole 38 miles in one hit. That'd be great. Are you okay, Laurel?
Yeah, just coughing.
Ill.